This is a Tallahassee update from the Florida Retail Federation.
Hello FRF members, and welcome to the end of week 4 of the 2013 legislative session. The rumor had it that this was supposed to be a slow week, but that was not our experience here in week 4. It was an action-packed week and a lot of things took place. First, let me tell you about House Bill 7059. This is the bill we shared with you a few weeks ago that removed the requirement for international driving permits. This bill moved quickly through the process in both the House and the Senate, and it's now on the way to the governor's desk for signature. We're very excited about this bill as we feel that it reinforces Florida's reputation as being very tourist friendly. So come visit us, foreign visitors. We're ready for you, and no international driving permit required. House Bill 605 by Representative Matt Hudson was passed through House Banking and Insurance this week. This bill removes the workers' compensation drug repackaging loophole, and it will save you on your workers' comp premiums.
House Bill 605 is a bill dealing with workers' compensation insurance rates that tries to level the playing field for the pricing of prescription drugs, so that when a patient goes into either a drugstore to receive their medication or into their doctor's office to receive their medication, that both are billed at a similar rate to the insurance companies.
House Bill 457 by Representative Mary Lynn Magar passed its last committee of reference in the House this week. We've shared with you about this bill before. This bill on bad check recovery will modernize Florida's bad check recovery processes. Congratulations, Representative Magar, on passing all the way through the committee process, and we wish you much luck on this vote on the House floor. With the back-to-school sales tax holiday, there's been a slight change in the progress of that bill, and that is that it is no longer included in a standalone bill. It's now in a larger package in the House Finance and Tax Committee. That package was heard in committee on Thursday, and it passed the House Finance and Tax Committee. Again, that package does include other tax measures, but with the back-to-school sales tax holiday, it will still include the provision for computers. The Organized Retail Crime Bill, House Bill 1173 by Representative Ross Spano, passed its committee of reference this week. Joining us from his office in the Capitol, Representative Ross Spano. Representative Spano, thank you so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be with you, and my honor to tell you who I am and get to know your folks a little bit better. I represent the area, District 59, which is the greater Brandon area and central Hillsborough County, east central Hillsborough County, and it's a great community. I'm born and raised there, lived there my whole life.
Representative Spano, the retail community is very excited by some of your legislative measures that you're pursuing this year. Could you tell us a little bit more about those bills?
Well, we got some really exciting stuff going on, and thank goodness things are moving pretty well for us, so we're excited about that. A couple of our really key priorities are we've got a corporate income tax exemption bill that I perceive as a jobs bill. It would increase the corporate income tax from $50,000 to $75,000, and I think free up some extra capital for businesses to expand, possibly hire a new employee. And for the folks in my district, as I mentioned just a moment ago, consisting primarily of small businesses, that's a big deal. So we're excited about that. We've got an organized retail theft crime bill, which interestingly just passed a second committee of reference this morning. So it's got one more stop, the Judiciary Committee, and once we get it past Judiciary, we're headed to the floor with it. If I'm not mistaken, it's either past all committees of reference in the Senate or close, and so that bill should be law fairly soon. But let me tell you what it does. Believe it or not, there's a huge problem with organized retail theft. Folks actually working in concert with each other to steal on a large-scale basis. Everyday items, primarily, if you can believe this or not, but one of the main items that's being stolen is baby food. So they steal these items and then they turn around and they sell it on internet, eBay, for example. And just last year, one estimate is that there was actually $300 billion in losses because of this organized retail theft. So what the bill does is it allows prosecutors to have a little bit more flexibility. The crimes are a little bit, punishment's a little bit stiffer. The statute of limitations for the crime is a little bit longer. So it's going to give them a little bit, a few more tools in their bag to be able, we think, adequately address and prevent this real and growing problem.
Representative Spano, thank you so much for joining us from your office in the Capitol. We appreciate your efforts and we look forward to working with you.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be with you.
And now moving to the Senate, we'd like to highlight one of our favorite senators this year. I'd like to introduce to you Senator Rob Bradley, who's coming to us direct from his office in the Capitol. Welcome, Senator Bradley.
My name's Rob Bradley. I represent District 7. District 7 is a Senate district that includes all of Alachua County, all of Bradford County, and all of Clay County.
Senator Bradley, this is a very hectic process and public service is very demanding. Can you share with us what made you want to run?
I did feel like there was a calling to run for it for a couple of reasons. One, I'm a fourth generation Floridian, grew up in Clay County. I'm married with 3 children, and I care about this place. I care about Florida. I care about its future. I care about my hometown and my area. And the district included an area that I grew up in, and it also included a place that I love, the University of Florida. And it's an honor to be able to serve all of those areas in the Florida Senate.
Senator Bradley, can you tell us a little bit about your legislative agenda for this session?
It all begins with the budget. It's been a tough several years for Florida's economy and Florida's taxpayers and Florida's businesses. We've been through the Great Recession, and we're starting to slowly come out of it. And part of the fact that that people have less money and businesses have less money is that the government has less money. And rather than pursuing a course of raising taxes to make up for the fact that revenues were down, I think the folks in Tallahassee very wisely decided to focus on cutting spending.
Senator Bradley, you are sponsoring one of the bills that is of special interest to the retail community regarding wage theft, and you have adopted a very balanced and measured approach to this issue. Could you share with us a little bit about that bill? Absolutely.
I'm proud to support a bill that creates a statewide system for dealing with this issue. Wage theft is an important issue, and since I filed the bill, it's been quite a reaction from folks who, from the retail community, thanking me for tackling this issue and addressing this issue. I've also heard from folks representing union interests being concerned about what is contained in the bill. And what I've actually found during this process is there's a lot of common ground, even though sometimes some of our friends don't have a difficult time realizing that. Everyone agrees that wage theft is a problem that needs to be addressed. Everyone agrees that it's unfair to law-abiding businesses to have to try to compete with people who bend the rules. And so having a statewide uniform system to deal with the issue, I think, is a very efficient and effective way to deal with the issue. What we don't want to see is what we're starting to see happen, which is a patchwork quilt there's 67 different counties. We don't need 67 different rules for how we deal with this issue. And so what we're doing is working to find a uniform system throughout the state, and I appreciate all the voices that have joined in crafting the legislation, including my friends at the Florida Retail Federation. Well, as you can see, Florida Retail Federation members, we ended up having a very busy week here at the Capitol. We look forward to sharing with you next Friday with our legislative update regarding Week 5. Happy retailing!